So finally starting the DLC and starting it a day late almost because I did not have Radagon beaten, so I had to beat Radagon. So I guess it was this person. Who's this?
Ah, were you guided here by kindly Mikola? I am Leda, and like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Mikola the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Mikola's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid. Come now. Touch the withered arm. I will not be far behind. Come now. I will not be far behind.
Okay. That I just can't fathom the fact that like this isn't like a super convoluted DLC entrance, because it's very clear like you start there, or at least from the trailers, but from the past games like I've never accidentally come upon it, but like you can find this boss pretty easy. It's a tough boss, but if you beat it, then you're just kind of here, and then touch the hand, and whoa, game doubles almost. Hold on a second. My cat is gonna end up stepping on the keyboard, and then it's gonna mess up the recording. I apologize in advance if the sound is getting raised and lowered. This microphone is pretty finicky. I got a directional mic when probably not the best idea, and that's on my phone, which also probably not a great idea. They basically just doubled Elden Ring. I think that's really interesting. I honestly thought, not that they were going to have like something in the middle there, I always thought they would expand either outwards or add more of the underground, because like there's so many other underground sections, but I get like lore-wise, maybe they wouldn't want to do that. I still haven't found some of the underground stuff there. For context for where I'm at currently, I've done the majority of things to do in the game. I have only, so the ending I got was the Dung Eater questline ending. I don't remember what the name of it was. I went up here, I haven't beaten Melania yet. That's like the one thing. I plan to beat Melania off the recording, not because of integrity reasons, it's just because this is supposed to be just the DLC stuff, and I wanted to try out some of it before fighting Melania, because that might take a long time, because I'm not using spirit ashes and shields. Everything else is good to use though. And yes, I know I'm using katanas, and katanas bleed build so overpowered. They're not that overpowered, especially not anymore. This is so cool. I'm so curious. It's just, if there's a new map, I'm guessing there's gotta be. Oh, I'm so excited for that. The Elden Ring map with like Limgrave is just, oh, I love it. It's so cool. Shadowing Realm series. That's neat that they did it for Spirit Ashes too. I actually wouldn't have thought of that. So so curious how big this DLC actually is. There's the fire guy. I'm gonna take that off. He's off. I don't want to use him by accident. The spirits. Nope. Ah. New item. Is that where I just came from? I can tell already this is going to be miserable to watch. I apologize. I will hopefully soon after get edited down recording so that it's not as slow paced and nothing. But I also might procrastinate and then forget to do it, like most projects I do. This probably makes Millennia really easy now, doesn't it? Because, say you find a boss in here easier than Millennia, destroy them. I'm sure you get a lot of rooms. That's interesting. Those guys are neat. Man, I just don't want to die. Whoa! No, 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 no. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Dude, it would be crazy if this got enough attention. Where haters hating on my build. I was already getting hate from my brother because I'm wearing heavy armor with a dex build. And I know it doesn't make sense and it's probably for the worse. But like, they give me more defense. Really, these are like jellyfish, except they're probably really dangerous. They like suck the soul or something? Oh, this would be more. Oh. Trying to listen to the music, but I don't want it to be too loud. That's one of the things I was most excited for the DLC, purely more of the music. It's like a subtly different Limgrave theme. This is still. Oh wait, no, it's not Limgrave. It's lands between. Okay, that's the world, and then this is the Shadow Realm. I'm gonna get that. That's what I should be doing, because that helps me know where I'm at so much easier. So, even though it makes sense for this game, I do miss the Dark Souls. Even though, like, usually I would hate that, but for Dark Souls in particular, not having a map half of the game, well, you didn't ever get a map, but not being able to teleport or anything in the first half of the game, like, that was mind-blowing. Not even, I played that a year ago. It wasn't that long ago. But that was just insane to me. Ooh, we got a room. Keep getting caught off guard. Oh, music's so good. There's that little do-do-do-do-do or something like that. Yo. okay, so we got like this size kind of map to start with. There's a whole other thing up there, and these look pretty, like it. There's not a ton there, but it looks like it's pretty crowded around those areas. This is, oh, also like, so giving context to my like gaming background, I guess. Oh, are these shadow people? For Souls games and Souls-like games, my first Souls-like, if you can call it that, is what was Hollow Knight, and I hated it for the first half of the game, and then at some point in the middle, for one of the bosses, it always clicks with the bosses with me, because it clicks why the combat is the way it is. Because how I kind of thought with games before then was it's just kind of hard for the sake of being hard, and it's not like a reasonably challenging difficulty where you can get used to it. But it's I lost my train of thought for a second because my TV was dipping in frames because I have a Nintendo Switch HDMI port instead of a 4K one that came with PlayStation to capture the recording, which is really annoying. Probably messed me up. But that was my first Souls-like game, and I didn't get it till halfway through, and then I heard Elden Ring was super good, and I always heard that Hollow Knight was like, yo, what? I couldn't even dodge. It's just a man with bear claws. Anyways, that caught me off guard. That pop-in was crazy. Always happens with the grass. No! I heard that Elden Ring was really good, and I knew that Hollow Knight's gameplay was somewhat inspired by Dark Souls and a Souls-like. So it's like, okay, I'll check out this Elden Ring because I'm really good at games, even though I always had a problem with Hollow Knight because of a skill issue, not because the game was actually bad. And so I played Elden Ring, and I played, what were the characters? I fought Morgott. That didn't take too long. The first boss. I could be getting the names mixed up, even though I played this game twice now. And then going up against Godric. That fight with the fire, that felt tacky. I didn't I could never dodge past it, even when I beat him. And I was using Spirit Ashes and kind of just letting them aggro the boss for me. And I wasn't really doing it. Not that there's anything wrong with using Spirit Ashes, but it does take away from the nature of those fights, of the back and forth. It's more how much damage can I get and while my Spirit Ash is alive, or at least when I played it. That's the philosophy I used. And so I played through it. I took a break after Godric because I was like, I want to play a game that does not beat you over the head with stuff. I went back to it eventually, played it the rest of the way through, and it clicked right at the halfway mark like it always does. Is that a fire dog? It's a fire dog. That's neat. What's that guy doing? Man, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm not used to talking while playing video games. But I beat the game, and even still not fully understand, I was like, that is my favorite game ever. That was incredible. What an experience. And kind of I started to understand why these bigger budget AAA, I guess, games, why they're so beloved. Because I always hated those very Sony first party, over the shoulder action games that were stupidly easy unless you cranked up the difficulty, but then it was artificially more difficult and it wasn't that great. And like God of War, Ragnarok, I was not a fan of that higher difficulty. And I gotta replay the game on an easier difficulty because I don't know how good the game is. I can only base it really off its graphics and story, which I will not discuss. And then I played the rest of some Warsofts stuff. Dude, hard. Played the rest of FromSoft stuff, and then I played Dark Souls 1. Hated it. Awful. It was so bad until I got to the halfway point. And it was kind of a pattern of not understanding the game until the halfway point, which is odd because a lot of the games I played after that, I got a lot sooner. How they were meant to be played, I guess. And going back in Elden Ring, it's so simple. It's so clear what you do. Though I didn't use Spirit Ashes at all through this playthrough besides Radon, because you're supposed to, not that you're not supposed to on other bosses, but it's very much implied with all of the Spirit Ashes. It's a story boss, more so, and I didn't want to hit my head against a wall doing that, especially when I already failed to get everything done in time for the DLC, with playing it hours each day. I'm starting to understand why you're supposed to play Millennia first, even though I don't think that would help a ton. I think I'm level like 140 or something. But I played Dark Souls 1, loved it, very good. I wouldn't say it's as good as Elden Ring because while its level design is just, I haven't played a game with better level design than that. The only thing that's remotely close is something like Metroid Prime, but it's just kind of outdated in comparison. Dark Souls 2, did not like it at all. I liked aspects of it, but it did not have the things that made Dark Souls 1 so good. However, then I played Dark Souls 3, and that is my current favorite game. However, this might end up beating it, because with replaying the game and having that experience of how you're more expected to play the game, this might be better, especially with what I've heard from the DLC so far, because I was late to it by a day. I was late for a day. So then I played. Oh, what did I play after? I played Bloodborne. Did not like it at all. I thought, wow, this is kind of like Dark Souls, but they made it faster, but the dodging is not as good. You feel like you can just fly around and jump wherever you want way too quick. So it took that like methodical nature out of it. And then bosses have guns now, which I was just like, that is so cheap. Like, you have a gun, but their gun will do so much damage to you. And I thought it was an unreasonable amount of damage. Or more because of the, what's it called? The thing they had where if you got hit, you hit them quick enough, you heal. Get what it's called though. And having that system, while it felt neat and I got it, I didn't really get it because I was like, you're always going to lose some amount of health, or they'll get a hit on you, and then you won't be able to get a hit on them until like a while later. It took no joke to the last boss, going up against the final boss, which wasn't Ludwig. I haven't played the DLC yet. Where am I? I need to get out of this like ditch area. I'm gonna teleport back. It took until the final boss for me to take the time because I knew that, yeah, there was no way I was gonna fight him, but it's not a beast fight. That's why I still don't think Bloodborne is quite as strong as other games, purely because I am not a fan of beast fights. I almost never like them. One of the few beast fights I did like in Bloodborne was against the one lady where you could hit her legs and they were like bandaged up and stuff. I don't remember the names of them because I have not watched enough lore videos to remember that. But that person, I really liked that fight, and it's one of the few beast fights that I did like, because it felt like there was more of a strategy than just big thing that you can barely see where your character is half the time. And even if you do, their hitboxes are so wonky, which sure, it's a skill issue, but like I did play through and beat the game, so it can't just be a skill issue. I don't think. I'm just not a fan of beast fights. So I played through it, and the last boss I finally taught myself how to parry with the gun, which I knew there was a parry mechanic, but I didn't want to search things up. But I did search up how to even do the parry mechanic, because I just did not understand how you're even supposed to do it. Oh, was that a... Did I do this? Okay. So I'm thinking that maybe I am just supposed to fight Melania first. I wanted to hold off on that, but I don't know if I can. But back to what I was saying, so that this isn't me just sitting in silence. With Bloodborne, I finally taught myself to parry, and I spent hours upon hours. I don't know how many, probably 8, I think. It was way too much time on that final boss. I was on really good pace for beating the game under the time that the average person would, but then it went over because I was so bad at the game, pretty much. And I finally beat him, and I understood the mechanics of Bloodborne, so when I do the DLC, I might replay it just like I did for Elden Ring, purely because it is so different when knowing how to play with its mechanics. Because it spends all this time teaching you, but if you don't get it, then you just won't get it. Like that fight that I just lost. But I did get it then, and then I understood I was just playing the game wrong and not taking the time to really learn its combat. It's a problem of me trying to play too many games, because I end up doing that with this huge backlog of mine, and I wanted to get all of the Souls games done before the Elden Ring DLC, and replay Elden Ring if I had the time, which I did have enough time to replay it barely. I went a little bit over. So it could have been partially for that. But I got Bloodborne. I understand why it was good. I don't know where I would rank it though. Oh, thing I completely forgot. So that's not the order I actually put them. I played 6 hours of Bloodborne. Was not a super big fan, and tried to do the Chalice dungeons. And then I played an online one that was someone hacked, so that it would save you there, but there was no lamp. So I got hard blocked and soft locked, or whatever it's called. I couldn't play that save unless if I did like a glitch that would take way too much time. So I didn't play for a while. I actually played Demon's Souls before going back to it. Played Demon's Souls, and that game is kind of mixed. It's really good for being the first soft Souls game. But other than that, I don't find any fights memorable. And the areas, while they're memorable, there was a lot of areas where I was just kind of like not having the most fun. And they didn't have that interconnected appeal that Dark Souls had. It doesn't really have as great of a story from Dark Souls, so it just everything got so improved in Dark Souls that it's like, if you had Dark Souls, then there's not too much of a reason to go back to say Demon's Souls, besides the fact that it's just not Dark Souls. That I waited to buy it until it was cheaper, and then I ended off. Oh, I went back to Bloodborne, and then after Bloodborne, I ended it off with Sekiro. Now, Sekiro was a similar thing to Bloodborne, but I don't think I really was playing wrong. I think I was playing right. I played Ghost of Tsushima and Jedi Survivor, which have a very similar combat. It's different, of course, but it's similar in I don't know what else to try for that one. I just thought he was going to put a sword in. For Sekiro's not really hard. Like, its final boss is hard. And there's a few bosses leading up that are difficult. But the only really difficult boss that took a good amount of time was that final boss for me. Other than that, like, most of the bosses were too easy. And that's not even with like using all the special abilities and stuff. I basically just used the base stuff because I didn't kind of need to do anything else. Oh my god, I don't even know if I can talk or play a game like this because I can't focus. Like at all. This is pathetic. So Sekiro, I think it's in a similar boat to Bloodborne, but more just like you're playing it primarily, in my opinion, for the boss fights, which there's not too many, and I only really liked, really liked, probably 4 of them. Like, even the owl fight, people went crazy over that, which I understand there is a variation of it, and it's supposedly different. But, like, that fight wasn't that hard. Gerald, get off. Get off my computer. Get off. Get off. Off. He got on my PC. Oh, whoa, whoa. Almost fell. But like the first boss that basically like I clicked with the combat as soon as it got to Lady Butterfly. So Lady Butterfly, like, get off, Gerald. Gerald, no. Off, Gerald. Off. Stop, Gerald. Stop, Gerald. No. Stop going on my PC. I can't even put anything on top of it because now I'd be worried of it overheating. Fine, Gerald. Be a pain. Anyways, so played that. I would put in a similar ranking of that. I would still say so. If I had to do a Souls ranking, Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3. I don't know which is better after replaying Elden Ring. I think Dark Souls 3 might have more like really good bosses, which is primarily why I play these games. Upgrade. I want to see how much that actually helps upgrade it. I feel like I shouldn't be shown like so much on the first boss, but it's supposed to be more difficult. I could also just be tired. That could also be it. But I would rank it Elden Ring and Dark Souls at a similar place. I don't know who's going to be higher. And then Dark Souls 1, then Bloodborne and Sekiro are pretty close, in my opinion. And then Demon Souls and then Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is the only one that like I really didn't enjoy that much. It was visual, like the music was incredible. The story is still good. The visuals were great. Like the art direction, they were all good. It was just the iframes being tied to your dodge roll should have been more blatant. I knew just from videos earlier, but that's a huge thing. I don't mind it being tied to that, even though it's like, well, now you're just gonna upgrade that. Look, is whatever. It's the same thing. I guess it's different. I thought I was good at games. I thought I was good. I need to... I probably just gotta sleep. Because I'm rambling, losing my train of thought. And I've done like one thing in the DLC. This sucks. This video's gonna suck. of the audio is even going to be. That range is kind of crazy.
What? I hit him in his iframes?
There ain't no way. Gerald, I swear I'm gonna throw you out a window. Stop biting the cords. Get out. Oh my god. I have to deal with my dog and then my cat. There's no stopping. That's why I'm bad at video games. It's the only reason it has to be. I'm wondering if there's any more quest lines in here. I am not familiar. I haven't played the DLCs to any FromSoft games, which are supposedly the best parts. Just the entire reason why I didn't try to play them in my first playthroughs, because I want to understand the games better before doing it. So I don't know if they continue quest lines in these, but I really hope they do. And then again, they're probably going to just make fun of me. It shouldn't be this hard. Not that the deals. It shouldn't be this hard for me. And there's so much popping every time, and I don't know what's up with that. Like, can it tell that? I want to know if it's the cord. That HDMI cord not being good enough. Dude, oh my god! I swear, I'm just not high enough level. It's gotta be it. Or maybe you're not supposed to go to this guy for. It's just if I feel like that guy right there on the screen. I feel like that's the guy that you're not supposed to go to yet. I think this guy. I'm not in the zone. I beat Radagon and Elden Beast just like a little bit ago. I should be in the zone, but I think I tapped out or something. If I can run over real quick. He one-shots me. Excuse me. Dude, there ain't no way. Oh, wait, there is something I gotta change out. I did it for Elden Beast. Oh my god. I did it for Elden Beast in particular with the holy damage negation. Right there. There, that's better. Now it should be able to put the... I hope they have better armor sets. This one's so ugly, but it's just what I default to, because no matter how ugly it is, it helps me do better. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't heal. That was on me entirely. Honestly, you could cheese him that way. Cheese him that way? That feels a little cheesy. A little too cheesy. Mausoleum. How do you pronounce that? That's a funky word. Hey, almost halfway there. Not the intended way to fight this guy, but like, I could really care less. I could really care less. Because later I'm playing Millennia. And that's gonna be something special. Especially when I've heard there's harder bosses, which is insane. Because making a harder boss than that fair is like that's so difficult. I know why I was losing my train of thought. It's because I had the earbuds in, so it felt like I was talking to someone. Oh, crap. That does so much damage. Okay. Yeah, having that earbud in changed everything. No! There's no way! Oh my goodness gracious. I was so close. Only like 2 more hits and I would have got him. But no, I messed it up. Oh my goodness. I want to know what I get from him. Because everything's probably switched. I want throwing knives. Throwing knives. I want them. That's what I want. Boom. Boom. Oh, yo, he's throwing out his sword right away. Boom. Darn it. See. Oh, his attacks do so much damage. Like, it's crazy. I can't tell if it's just like I'm underleveled or something, or if it's legitimately. Yeah, I'm wondering how all that stuff scales. It probably is really weird because of all those percentages. Maybe they updated it or something. Because the percentages of how stuff increases, like, at some point you're gonna hit, like, the bottom. Which is probably why they have all that other stuff, not only just so you can go in whenever, even though it's like, that's only gonna do so much. I feel like it's more so that it still increases it without messing up the base game. goodness, there is no way that animation needed to take that long. Dude, this guy. I'm so bad at these games. Like, oh my goodness. I've spent like 40 minutes in DLC, if not more. And this is the only thing I've really done, besides collect like 2 items. What? No! I was doing pretty good playing the game as it's intended and not just slamming attacks that gets him stuck. But looks like I'm not that good yet. Oh crap. Dude, he's baiting. Come on. Stop using that move. As effective as it is of getting him out of those animations, I'll do it on the first one, and then I gotta just start hitting him, because that's I think messing me up. Oh, because that's the problem with most of the fights for me. I'll try to do heavy attacks when you do light attacks. You don't got enough time, or it's at least just comes natural. Oh crap! Alright, that was stupid, and that was just unfair, dude. I'm wondering if the whole DLC, if it's like all gonna be like distorted and shadowy and stuff. I always love the mixture of dark and beauty in Souls games. It'd be a shame if there's any beauty aspects, I guess. Dude, that attack is so. Oh my goodness. I wonder if there's any new like weapons in like the same categories to find. I'm curious about that. Oh my god! He has these slow, heavy attacks. Yeah, he's attacking fat. It's like I don't understand how, what strategy works. It's not. I bet most people beat him on like their first try. I think I'm just bad, or no one went here. I'm gonna say that maybe I'm just better than everyone else, and they just like got scared. They didn't even attempt. That'd be pretty cool. Of course, that's his opening attack. Dude, the reach him up the one time is so much. Like I can't get an attack on him. This fight, dude. What? Who is this guy? I usually have no trouble. Is it really that more? Like, is it that difficult? And this popping is driving me insane. I don't know if it's because of another HDMI port. I don't think it could be. I swear it's not typically that bad. It's. But like it was like that in the regular game. It's just weird. I don't remember. Like, okay, I'm not fighting this guy. Like, I will come back to him because it's a ridiculous level of difficulty for a side boss. I'm gonna come back to him. I don't want to spend that much time on just this guy. It might just be I need to fight Melania and get levels from her, even though I don't think that's gonna help. Yeah, what level am I? Why is it golden? Guessing that's because of that. So, I'm 12 levels under, which is rough, but like, it's supposed to be you can start at any point. Whoa, dude, whoa, stop. Stop it. I already know I'm not gonna attempt that guy. If I can't fight that guy, there's no way I'm gonna have a chance in that. There's a site of grace up there. Okay, so this is where you're supposed to go, I'm guessing. So, is that an... No, that's the path that Nicola took, I'm guessing.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke of you. You're that tarnished. Guided here by kindly Mikola. Weren't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn.
That killed him.
In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own. Oh, another thing. Did you speak to our dour little friend? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the cross's whereabouts. you'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Mikola the Kind's footprints. If you've yet to do so, be sure to have our dour little friend share his map, assuming you and
Huh. Okay. That. So I don't have an ash. I'm going to head back to him. Actually, I want to see how much of a difference that makes. Because it might make a little difference or a small difference. I'm very curious of how they're balancing this. Because I feel so under leveled, but it's like leveling doesn't affect the game that much when you're this far in. But maybe that's coming from people that are super far leveled. Or maybe I need to respec my stats. That could be a problem too. It seems like that's where you're supposed to head pretty soon after. That seems significant. That seems significantly different. And not on health-wise, though. Damage-wise, I swear it did a lot more. I'm going to keep trying when I match it. But that seems like too big of an improvement. I'm confused. I'm so confused. No, I can only be going for half an hour. What was that? Half an hour left. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that one. Dude, oh my goodness, he is so annoying. Like, he staggers for all the other ones except for that attack, and I get that. I get why he does that, but it's just, he one-shots me unless if I have, like, full health. And that just does not seem right. So, I don't know what's up. There's no way 12 points that it's, I'm confused. I feel like it's got to be a skill issue or something. It seems like everything, it feels like Elden Ring DLC. You do a good amount of damage to them, but they also just like everything one-shots you or just does like a ton of damage. So I just can't tell if I'm under leveled. or like what's happening. It seems like what it does is it increases how much damage you do. I can't say so far that it increases health much, which is weird. It's so weird. Like it's... My character's so ugly. It's interesting that they're all shadows. I'll grab that item. I feel like I'm skipping a lot of areas and going by too quick. I'm gonna mark it mostly still. And then there's obvious big boss somewhere around that area, I guess. Doesn't feel like there's a drop off point. It doesn't seem right. Loving the music though, even though it's very quiet. So this spirit, the way that it feels is that they're really, maybe that's an exaggeration. It feels like they're incentivizing that you use spirit ashes. See, that guy seems normal level. That was one hit. That boss just does not... I'm gonna have to look into that or something. That's still throwing me off. Because, yeah, maybe I was just bad at the boss, but, like, it was one-shotting me. I couldn't even learn its attacks. Because it just kept one-shotting me. I didn't want to risk anything. See if I could get away. Big golden sheep. Yo, do better, big sheep. Yo, they're all attacking me. Oh crap! I killed the big sheep. What is? Oh, that's a tree. I thought it was something else. Oh, they have more painting. that little house thing is. It's a lot of ultra enemies that are like reddish and stuff. Dead. Cave. Let's go. Ouch, ouch. Don't think that'll help me. But I do appreciate that there's more talisman. I just... What? I looped? I'm gonna go back there. It doesn't seem like they're giving a lot of rooms. It's very peculiar. Sacred tree. Yeah, why are they giving me so many?
You must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach. Formerly in service to Lord Moog, but now, like you, another soul guided by kindly Mikola. I'm hardly the steady hand I once was. My fighting days are far behind me, which is why I have chosen to dedicate myself to investigation, to discern Tender Mikola's ultimate purpose. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new master unless I know that I can be of use. May 6 crosses, identical to this one, have been discovered in these lands. They are akin to Tender Mikola's footprints, or gravestones, which mark what he's left behind. If you discover any more crosses, be certain to tell me. I presume you, too, are keen to just what kind Mikola is doing here. If you be certain to... I presume you just what...
No, this is the same thing. Oh, wait, that's only the shadow one. Oh, I need 2 now. Okay. Okay.
Hello there. Together, we work together for Mikola the Kind. Many things we have found. Goodbye.
Okay, working up that to that building. Oh, I'm wondering if in this building that's where you fight that lion guy. Big doors. Pretty big doors. Oh. Dude, it's like those hand guys. They're so annoying. Okay then. This is a neat room. Another one of those things. Yep. Shadow Realm room. That's really weird that that boss felt so overpowered, but everything else seems perfectly fine. I don't know what's up with that. It's really weird. Oh, oops. Boom. Oh, I gotta be getting off soon. Unless it's a site of grace nearby or something like that. Dude, how did I let that get? Yeah, like that does so much damage. Are they just weak to my attacks, or just weak in general? Or is that boss just really overpowered? This feels like the lion one, because there's lion statues. Or not. Huh. That was very interesting. I'm gonna take a bit of a break, and in the next video, I might have beaten Melania by then, but I still haven't entirely decided how I'm gonna go about everything, because I do want to play stuff in order and not get overpowered and go back and play stuff underleveled. But yeah, so the DLC as of now, it's not bad by any means, it's still good, but I'm just weirded out by that boss. It's like one of the first things. Honestly, I should be going into that town. That's where I'm heading next. I'm gonna like put a bunch of annoying markers there so I can't ignore it. I'll notice it next time. So that's where I'm gonna be heading. We'll see what's in that town. But for now, that's the DLC, as much as I've played of it.